That is beautiful. Welcome to the History Hunter and welcome to our small explorers and adventures with the World War II time frame. This is today a beautiful little place where you can take a walk, but during the Second World War the Germans really meant business here and they built something rather special. So why don't you join me and let's go out and find the past and see exactly what happened here. That is exactly what this is all about. The Germans raided Europe and everywhere they came, they wanted to establish their infrastructure. And at this location, the Germans said, we want to have a seaplane base. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm going to take you on a little walkabout. We're going to see what's here today. I'm going to show you some of the features and I will show you some photos of how it was and what is here today. So this is going to be something special. First little thing I see is that there. Can you see that? That is actually laying right there. I'm not 100% sure what that is for. Maybe they used that to moor up the seaplanes, but it's right there even today. But we're going to have a little walk along here, and as we go, I'll try and fill you in and show you the details of the seaplane base. Germans used seaplanes extensively all out or throughout the Second World War. They were very important for connecting different areas and also especially to connect the battleships with the shore. And many of the stories of the higher ranking officers coming and going to the different battleships, that happened through seaplanes. And this harbor here was very important because it was strategically very kind of central for many of these locations. And basically the Germans just realized that and said, this is where we're going to build this space. This is actually one of the original barracks that was built here. It is still in use. It's been modernized and all of that. But one thing that is very fascinating is to see one of the old, I guess you could call it hangars or storage units. And you can see maybe that's even the original color that it used to have. So still here. And this is where they could have all the maintenance equipment and they maybe have a lot of the gear that they needed to bring things in and out from the harbor onto the seaplanes. And remember, the Germans had many types of seaplanes during those years. We have found several of the seaplanes that was bombed on the bottom of the ocean with the ROV that we use. It's pretty interesting to see that they are actually down there still today. And we have like this thing here. This is a huge Dornier and that aircraft is absolutely massive. And this is, yeah, it's got to be, is that an engine or a wingspan? That was an exciting dive to find and was such an incredible experience to come down there and suddenly see, wow, that's a German seaplane on the bottom of the lake. There used to be one of these runners here going a bit further out, and that was a mooring point for more of the seaplanes. And I've seen a photo, I can't find it now, but I've seen a photo where they have more than 30 seaplanes moored up here at once, so pretty amazing. That building you see in the front there, that is also an original German one. And further up there, it's not easy to see, right there, that is a huge bunker. But I hope that we'll be able to just have a little glimpse of that from the upside there when we go to the other side of the camp. But that is the original garages. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there are some fuel storages underneath here. You see that? I think there's a fuel tank, a couple of them, storing fuel underground there, or maybe that is for the water supply for the fire extinguisher system that is actually in the ground as well. I'm not 100% sure. There is, by the way, the outline of that huge bunker, and you can see the garages that we just passed through here. So it is absolutely a monster of a bunker which is situated right there. It is rather special to stand right here and to know that Hans and Wilfred and Reinhard and, you know, Johan, they worked here. They worked with the seaplanes, and all of the activity took place here. And you can see we're now coming into this area here, where you can see that probably a dispersal. There's a smaller bunker coming up there, maybe a dispersal for the aircraft there. The barrack is still there, and all of this is still here. And this is the main seaplane harbor. So right here we have 3 holes, and that is what I think was the storages for fuel. And there's also what seems to be maybe a little bunker there or there, I'm not sure, but we'll check it out. So right here, this is what we think is the dispersal area, where they maybe moored up some of the aircraft that was supposed to be maybe some maintenance, repaired. And that is actually right there where that aircraft is. It's pretty cool to see that it's basically just where they built it. And somehow there is something here, that thing I think is something they used to make something flow off here. Maybe they rinsed the aircraft or something. But what is very, very exciting is something that I'm going to show and share with you on another image here. Let me see if I can find that. See here? 1, 2, 3. I'm very curious about these. Are they storages that goes into the mountainside here? What are they? At least 3. And further up on this side, I think these are these 3. And there's actually something going on here as well. So I think I'm going to see if I can find these, because these are most likely storages, underground storages that the Germans had all the way down at the harbor itself. Oh wow, boy was I right. Do you want to see this? Boom. Definitely an underground storage here. Of course I don't have a flashlight with me today. That is typical. Let's see what's in here. I have my phone, at least. Okay. I definitely need to take out my phone so we can at least see something here. How can I be so stupid to forget my flashlight? But I wasn't expecting actually to be able to enter here. Let me see, flashlight, where are you? There it is. Doesn't work too well, but okay. Wow. There's a fan on the door. Can you see that? And it looks really, really old. Oh my goodness, they are huge. Wow. This is typical German. Wow, glad we can see this with this camera, or this here. Unbelievable. These are huge. Some kind of gear in here. Can't exactly see what that is. Looks like some seats or something. They are aircraft seats. I think they're aircraft seats. So they are connected. You go through here, and come to the next one. And these are definitely the original doors. That was such a surprise. And you can come out here. And this is a much smaller room. I'm very glad the camera can catch this. Oh, that is a 200-liter fuel drum barrel. Maybe marked with the Kriegsmarine. I can't see that right there. Boy, oh boy. This is pretty cool. As I said, I never expected that we will be able to go inside here. Let's see here. Another room. And it doesn't look too wet. And then seems like it ends here. Yeah, little storage on the end. Wow, guys, this was much bigger than I thought it would be. And then we probably come out here. And these doors, they had fans. So could it be that this was, and they are ventilated. Could be that they stored fuel in here actually. So all of this ventilation is to make sure that fuel or fumes of the fuel are vapored out. I really think that's the point of it. Wow. That is the 3 openings. That was awesome, guys. Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure. Okay, so now we are right there with the 2 aircrafts standing. What I draw in there, and you can see there's another huge dispersal area still here. This is absolutely fascinating. And to kind of, you know, see that. Of course, these are not the real aircraft, but I'm just imagining these Dorniers or Henkels or whatever it is standing right there. That is really cool. So that is the ramp, and this is where the Germans had the main harbor area. So just imagine that up and down that ramp could have come quite a lot of the German Luftwaffe seaplanes. And when they moored them up, they dragged them up with special wagons. And I actually found one of these wagons down at a special location. Let me show you a couple of images of that. And that is one of these wagons that they used to pull the aircraft up with. And when they were moored on land, they would look something like this. And that would happen right behind me. Isn't that cool? Huh? So right here is where that happened. I wonder what could be out here. We don't have the ROV, but we might get back and do that another time. Let's go all the way out there to the main harbor area. There's another ramp right there. I'm not sure whether that is original. Could very well be. And I wonder what could be in these dunes here. Could there be something secret lurking? Some aircraft parts? Well, I guess you never know. I just wanted to take you all the way out here to this edge here of the harbor, and you can see even more. And what very often happened was when they repaired the aircraft and all of that, a lot of the stuff they didn't need, they chucked it in. But I haven't got a clue if that is something that could have happened here. If you've ever seen Kriegsmarine or Luftwaffe porcelain pieces, you know it looks like this. It definitely looks like this. This is fully white through. Who knows? That could have been from a coffee pot or something like that. You never know. See that little cutout there? I think I came to the right place here. Let me show you this. This is that little cutout. Not 100% sure whether this is a storage. Yeah, there's definitely a room behind there, but there are some kind of gear here, so we're not going to go there. But there's definitely a room behind there. That means that this is another of the storages they had in there. Yes, another of the storages right there, but that's not accessible. But they really meant business here. There are so many huge shelters or storages inside the mountain there. That is pretty amazing to see, actually. And this seems to be the last dispersal they had. Wow. And the main camp is all the way up on the top there. I'm not 100% sure whether that is accessible, but it is way up there in the top of the sand dunes. And in a way, I don't know how to get up there. I'll figure it out. There seems to be some kind of path up through the dunes here. And I'm just gonna see if I can get a glimpse of the main camp. And that is this area here. So most of that is still here, original and untouched. And I just wanted to see if we can get a glimpse of any of the structures up there. Before we left on this Lost Documents tour, quite a lot of you were very kind to help us out with a little donation on the Super Thanks feature. I had to add names when we were out there because we have already left and I didn't have a printer. And in a way I said I'll make you historical and bring you along. So each and every one of you on this list, thank you for being there and helping us to go and travel and do the Lost Documents tour. Because it's thanks to people like you that we have this great support that we can go out and do all of this. And you can now see you are historical because you guys, you are actually here with us at this fantastic German Luftwaffe Seaplane harbor. That could never have happened without that very special support that you gave us. So thank you from us for that. Wow. Up here, I got some great views over the Seaplane harbor. Bird eyes view, main harbor right there. The mountain Anlage, or the different holes in the mountain here. When you come over there, you have the passages of 3 hallways, and you have the ramp pulling up the seaplanes. A pretty big place, to be honest. Those buildings there, they are the original German ones. Of course, they've been modified and kind of made to fit modern times, but that is actually these here, and they're still standing there. So the crews were way up here, higher on the high ground. You can very well imagine them playing some football and sitting there barbecuing and just talking about the fatherland. It could very well be that that happened right there. My last little attempt here now is to see if we can get a glimpse of that huge bunker that is still there. I'm going to see if I can find someone to talk to just walk by it, take a couple of small scenes and then leave. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Well, if we don't try, we never know. See that pile there? That's a huge bunker. And I mean massive. And there are some drawings of it. You can see it here. And it's just a huge mound there. There's no way we can go inside or anything. So I'm just gonna kind of gently let you see the size of the bunker. That whole pile is that huge bunker. Wow, that is fascinating. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this has been very fun. It's been very learningful, and I actually didn't expect it to be as large as it was, especially with the storages in the mountainside. Just absolutely loved to go out and see this place. And in this way, I've learned a lot, and hope you did as well. Indeed, that German World War II seaplane harbor was actually very, very interesting. If you want to help us out to reach more locations like that, you know, we have this little super thanks feature that I mentioned. Could be your way to help us out, to put some fuel into the camper van, go out and just explore and share more with you. The Lost Documents tour has just started, guys. There's a lot more coming. Unfortunately, this day Eagle Eyes was sick. He was with some friends, so they took care of him, and he urged me to continue to do this so we can complete the fake seaplane and the real seaplane harbor. So it was absolutely fantastic to see that. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping us out there. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So until next time, just keep smiling, be safe, and before you know it, we'll be out and share even more history